And we're live. Welcome to the SER High School Broadcasting Club. I'm Josh Mars, along with my two fellow classmates, Joshua Hyman and Sam Froman. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty fine, thank you. How about you, Sam?
Pretty good, pretty good.
I'm excited for a nice close matchup today between the Idea School and SAR. It's our first look at the Idea School as their first season having a team, and they start out in a man. We have the talented freshman Akiva Shanzer taking it up. Weaves it off to Nitty, who weaves it to Noam, and Nitty cuts through. I think this is X. He's going to hit him in the corner. And there's Nitty. Offense moving around slowly.
Just want to talk about Akiva Shanzer for a minute. Really had some very high expectations for him entering the season. I think he's really, truly lived up to it. There were some questions even before the season whether he would play varsity. He's definitely good enough. The question is just if he wanted to, if that was an opportunity for him. Josh, can you elaborate more about Akiva Shanzer's expectations for this year and his high school career in all?
Yeah, so the outlook for this team is definitely a championship caliber team. So I think anything other than that would not be viewed as such a great season. Especially Akiva is a phenomenal player. If you watch him, he's actually very smooth. Reminds me a little bit of Kyrie Irving. So we'll see. Hopefully he'll have a phenomenal SAR high school career.
The younger brother of Judah Shanzer, captain of the wrestling team.
And SAR starts out in their classic press. And the Idea School looks to break it, doing a little slowly as Albert Benatar travels. SAR ball, 6:53 remaining, score remains 0-0.
I want to run through, just as the game begins, I want to run through a few of the keys of the game for SAR, and then we'll move on to the Idea School. Sam, so if you had to give me 3 keys for SAR, what would you say?
Maybe that they just gotta attack the boards hard and get their shooters out going, like Akiva Shanzer and Nathaniel Hyman. They really could get a fresh start here.
I couldn't have put it in a better words myself.
That was only 2 keys though.
Josh, give me some keys for the Idea School.
Third key, I would say, in addition to attacking the basket and getting those shots up, I think they also have to attack the hoop. They definitely have the height, athleticism advantage there as Akiva Shanzer knocks down a 3, SAR up to a 5-0 lead. Here's Albert Benatar looking to take it up for the Idea School, and he throws it full court. Here's Mikael Bensidi inside looking for Weinberger, and the ball's on the floor. Sorfer jumps on it, and it is a jump ball as the Idea School will retain possession under the basket.
Something that you have to appreciate when you're looking at SER starting 5 is really the progression and evolution of Jordy Storfer as a basketball player. Last year he came in, practice squad. Didn't have, he practiced the team, wasn't able to play, but now he's worked on his game all year, all summer. And look at him now, starter, and with beautiful pass to Nitty Hyman right there.
And Nitty with a nice lay-in.
SAR up 7-0 early. Let's see if they could keep putting on the pressure here as Benatar throws across court to Bensadi, who drives in, blocked by Wolf. Wolf looking to push. Here's Noam. Noam up to Nitty. Nitty makes a euro. Nitty goes up and does not fall.
Gabe Sean with some stellar defense there. Driving up the court himself, goes in, and misses the layup.
I honestly want to see a Gabe Sean dunk. I think a premier matchup in tonight's game is actually Gabe Sean and Jordy Storfer, just showing off those 2 athletic creatures.
I just want to talk about the play that happened a few plays ago down here when which contributed to SAR.
Oh, and a nice charge by Jordy Storfer.
Which contributed to an SAR fast break with the defense by Max Wolf. He's really gotten some player comparisons to Taco Fall, really with his astounding defense and his absurd length.
If I had to give a player comparison to Max Wolf, it would probably be Moshe Wolf. I see a lot of nice things between the two of them. Definitely play a similar game. As Max looks to attack, a nice jump shot there. Max is actually a righty. Moshe's a bit of a lefty. Max a little bit more aggressive inside in the paint. See his big shoes to fill. Not just because he's a size 15. And the first shot is good. SAR 8-0 lead as the first sub of the game comes in. I do not know who that is. That is Jacob Luke, 10th grader. And second shot falls. SAR up 9-0 early. And a blocking foul on Akiva. Kiva's kind of got those say quads, if you could get a look in there. Very prominent on that block.
It is very high shorts, very able to get a nice look.
Here's Gabe. Gabe driving floater. Floater no good. Gabe with
Gets
the
his own
rebound.
board.
Out to Benatar. Benatar to Luke. Luke for 3. Luke no good. As Noam Siegel corrals the rebound and looks up for Nitty. Nitty pushing. And Nitty takes it in and passes to Storfer as the ball goes out of bounds. Nitty definitely should have passed that way earlier. He had a wide open layup for Storfer down low.
Yeah, pretty much.
SIR jumped out to a nice lead here. What do you think they should do to keep running up the score a little bit?
I think that SAR should keep applying pressure, as it does not look that the Idea School is able to beat their press in any fashion. I think that SAR should keep on attacking inside, as they have a clear size advantage instead of settling for floaters and outside shots. Even though they do have good shooters, I just think that the inside game will open it up even further as they look to get it inside again to Max Wolf.
Here's Shimmy driving in. Shimmy layup cannot go. Max Wolf throws it up to Noam as Noam slows it down a little bit as he brings it across half court. Noam through the legs. Nice crossover and a drive, and he gets hit hard, and he will go for 2 shots. SAR up 9-0 with 4:22 remaining as Noam Siegel goes to the line for 2.
Tonight might be a pretty good night for the freshmen to get a good look in the game.
Yeah, definitely want to take a look at the bench tonight. I think everyone will hopefully play, and we'll get to see some talent that is not always clear in the games when the lineup is tighter. And Noam misses the first free throw.
Something I just want to note, we saw Nitty Hyman cherry picking a little on defense to try and get those fast break layups already early in this
Sean with
game.
a nice crossover.
Something that Dean Ralston really trademarked back in the day with this nice little cherry pick for the offensive lay.
Here's Benatar. Benatar brings it up, and he's trapped by Kevin Storfer, and they call it carry, I believe.
Yes,
SAR
it is.
gets the ball back. I want to see a nice play from SAR on this possession. Double shout out. It's going to be a double weave.
We've so far really only focused on SAR. Josh, can you elaborate on what the Idea School has to do to stay in this game at all?
Honestly, I think it comes down to not turning the ball over. That's going to be something that's going to be hard to prove that they could do, as they've already turned it over a bunch of times early in the game. SAR's jumped out to a nice lead, so I think they just got to stay calm, play their game, get a few buckets, and limit the turnovers. Here we have Benatar taking it up. Kiva's backing up on the press. He's one-on-one with Storfer. Here's Gabe. Gabe dribbles through, out to Benatar up top to keep Benatar for 3. And it's no good. Akiva Shanza corrals a long rebound and looks up for Nitty. Here's Nitty, fast break layup, and it's good to go. SAR up to a 14-0 lead. Timeout. Idea School. So, what are you guys liking about this Idea School so far?
I like their jerseys.
Yeah.
I like their attitudes. Not much to like so far in the basketball court, but they're a new team. It's their first year in the league, so I think there's definitely room for improvement.
Yeah, definitely a lot to improve, and hopefully they could do that here.
But I do see some natural talent. talent.
That Gabe Sean kid, he
That Gabe
hasn't
Sean is
showed
something
out so
special.
much yet here tonight, but he could go to work.
Yeah.
Nicely
I'd like
put, Sam.
I'd like to see some Gabe Sean tonight. See what he could do with the ball in his hands. Definitely a special player, but they might have to get some other players on their team going if they want to stick in this game.
Right before we resume from this timeout, I'd like to take a player spotlight on Noam Siegel.
The refs say they're going to cheat. You're cheating?
The ex-TABC Storm basketball player is
Quit
now an
mid-season,
SAR
actually.
Sting
Quit
basketball
mid-season
player.
last year.
Josh, can you please elaborate on what you see in his game and some of his strengths that bring to this SAR JV basketball team?
Yeah, so Noam Siegel is definitely one of a kind player. He's
Mikael Bensadi banks a 3 from the corner.
and the Idea School comes out in a press. First time we're seeing it all game because it's their first bucket. Pass down to
Jordy
Matt.
Storfer, and he almost dunks.
Max
And here
Wolf
we have
really has to
Gabe
go up for
Sean
that
driving
layup.
in and hits the layup.
5 easy points for the Idea School as they come out and press. Here's Akiva taking it up. Yeah, so as I said, Noam is a one-of-a-kind player. Really athletic, very strong, and also very talented. I think he could really utilize his strength a little more than he does now, which could really take his game to the next level, something that not a lot of teams have. As here we have SARs coming out in their classic. Oh, we got Moshe Wolf. I'll give you a little shout out right now. Thank you for tuning in all the way from Eric Gisarol. And Nitty pump fakes and step back, and he tries passing up to Wolf, but makes a bad pass thrown by Benatar as Benatar pushes the break. Benatar takes it in, nice move, cannot get it to fall as Noam gets the rebound.
If you can say there's any flaw in the Hyman's game as a collective, Josh Hyman, Nitty Hyman, Josh Hyman's here, but he can use the constructive criticism every once in a while. It's that they're it's honestly a good flaw. It's at some regards. They're oftentimes hesitant to shoot. They are lacking confidence in their game despite the incredible talent that they have, as the Hyman family is known to produce phenomenal basketball players. Josh, can you explain on how you struggle with this lack of confidence issue and how you see it in Nitty's game as well?
Yeah, so I've always seen myself as a passer, and I think I kind of fell into a trap with that. I got into passing the ball, and as we've grown up, I've lost timing with my release and I haven't been as used to shooting. So now I'm definitely a little hesitant. And I think Nitty as well is he looks to pass a lot, so he passes up a lot of shots. As Max Wolf gets called for the offensive foul, Idea School ball. And here we have a number 2 Brodsky checking in for the first time for the Idea School after Luke goes out with an injury.
Oh, SAR has made a substitution as well. Robbie Sprigel, as he goes by, has come in the game for Jordy Storford.
Robbie Sprigel, actually, an interesting story. Came into the school, everyone knowing him as Moshe. First day attendance, everyone finds out his name is really Robert, and it kind of went on from there. He cannot avoid that name anymore.
I have to say, every time I hear Robert, I think of the last year's fellow. Absolute legend. I hope he's enjoying his time. Don't really know where he is in life. But a great guy, great Torah scholar. I know he's down for a good time. So
yeah, Rob is really one of a kind. If there's one fellow comparison this year to Rob, I would have to give it to my boy Sam Gelman. Real hearty fellow.
Sam Gelman.
Much love from everyone.
Here we have Gabe Shaw to play for Ben Sadi in the corner. Chucks up a 3. And, yeah, no. Okay, SAR ball. We'll leave it at that. Here's Akiva inbounding it on the press.
I'm not sure if it's harder to hit the spot where he hit it on the backboard or to get it inside the hoop. I'm not sure.
Nice cross back by Nitty Hyman. Pass to Max to Akiva.
Yeah, that was honestly...
Nice defense by Mikael Vinsati holding Akiva at the point.
Something that I want to note, which I really can appreciate as being a bench player myself, is the incredible support from Amitai Namianlech and Lior Rabibo on the bench, just really hyping up their teammates and making sure that the teammates have the confidence they need from their fellow teammates, which is really just a really nice thing.
Yeah, I think also I'd like to see some Nathaniel Justin tonight. Last year he drew some comparisons to LeBron James, so hopefully we got a little action in there tonight.
The praying mantis, Max Wolf for Taco Falls, all just has exited the game for Boaz Posner, a young chess prodigy on the chess team along with myself.
Boaz known for his stellar defense.
Yeah, Boaz a real nice lanky kid. Definitely has a lot of raw talent, and has been a nice addition to the team this year. So hopefully continue to improve as the season goes on. And here we have Akiva Shanzer shooting 2 after the foul call. What do you think about that foul? I actually thought it was clean.
Spot on.
And Akiva knocks down the first. SAR up 18-5, 19-5 now with 44 seconds to go.
Davi Brodsky just checked in the game down court. And then, and a steal by Akiva Shanzer. And he lays it in.
Akiva Shanzer can do it. Oh.
Nice long. As Akiva picks up a foul, trying to get the steal. And we have
Amitai Naimanlicht coming into the game.
What a guy. Amitai checks in for the first time tonight, as SAR has 3 guys off the bench in, as well as Nitty and Noam. SAR drops into his zone right now. They're playing a 2-3 as Robbie, Sprigel, and Amitai are up top, and Gabe Sean with a nice take at smack in the face, no call. As here's Nitty looking to push, tries to sneak it in there to Sprigell. Sprigell out to Amitai. Amitai pumps and drives. Amitai with a nice move, gets it to go and one. Amitai Nyman with a really nice move and a great finish after the contact.
A nice spark off the bench there from Amitai.
There's a nice video of Rabbi Harkstark dancing. Thank you for that, J-Lou. I'd like to give a shout out to J-Lou. Really just carried this program all the way through. Started off the broadcasting team, and now we've just taken us to new heights. So thank you, J-Lou.
Gabe Shine walking right towards the table.
Hi, Gabe. And
Gabe has a nosebleed, as he does almost every day.
Really? Yeah, there's some nice blood on his hands. Like Amitai Citron. Amichai Citron, sorry. Cuts his fingers open and bloody as the Idea School looks to push Brodsky with 5 seconds go. Stolen by Noam Siegel. 3, 2, 1. Noam Siegel pass down to Posner. Got it to go. Buzzer beater. Nice pass there from Noam Siegel down low. And at the end of the first quarter, we have SAR 23, the Idea School 5. So what
SAR 25.
Oh, 25. We're back live at the Hive. Thanks for joining in for the second corner. SAR out to a staggering 20-point lead already. Let's see if they can continue to go as the Idea School brings in Kapalovitz for the first time this game. So, Josh, what do you think about that first quarter? Any thoughts?
Really overwhelmingly dominated by SAR. I don't know, in my recent memory, I've seen a quarter in my this dominated with a staggering score 25-5. And really nothing going offensively for the Idea School, and almost everything going SAR's way.
Yeah, I think the Idea School really needs to calm it down right now. They're having a lot of trouble handling the ball. Every play is a tip pass or a steal. As here we have...
What a nice story as you see the Dietz twins out together on the court. Brothers, teammates, friends. I don't know what I can put them as.
And here we have Brodsky looking to drive, pass off Posner's leg, and a kickball is called. You think they're going to come out with a nice inbounds play?
I'd be surprised, honestly.
Let's see. And out here is Benatar, Albert Benatar, out to Shimmy. Shimmy up top. Shimmy looking for an outlet to pass to, stolen by Rob. Rob going on the fast break, makes a nice pass to Amitai. Amitai with the contact, cannot finish as he might have hurt his calf a little bit there. Goes to the line to shoot 2. So Josh, how do you compare this JV team to the varsity team?
Well, for one, I think so far they have a bit of a different track record in the season. Yeah, JV started off this year strong and is just looking to continue their success, while the varsity team had a bit of a rough start, as you can put it. Right now they are like working out some growing pains, to put it in a nice way, and they're really working hard though. And you can always see the fight in them when they're on the court. And I truthfully think that the varsity team, their end goal can be similar to this JV team if they put in the work that they're continuing to do so. They work together as a team, and Yeah, Josh, anything you can add on that?
Yeah, honestly, I just think this JV's got to show a little bit more of the fight that we saw with the varsity team. They came out their first close game of the season against TABC and dropped that one. They just couldn't hang in. They had a nice push at the end, but were not really fighting the entire game. Went down a little bit and then fought in at the end. So here we have Sean. Sean for 3. Yes, sir. Sean drops down the 3 as he now has 5 points for the Idea School. And here we have Rob Sprigel. Sprigel up to Dietz. Dietz drives and I don't know. I think that's Jack. Yeah, it's Jack Dietz scores. Yeah, Jack.
Possibly. I wasn't
Check
really
the
sure.
numbers.
Don't
Dietz
know
with a
which is
lay.
which.
It's Jack Dietz. You got to know by his signature red. David Dietz only wears blue. And nice move inside, blocked by Posner. Posner looked to
Had
push.
some air time on that one.
Yeah, really got up. Sprigel looks for a Euro and taken away. And here's Benatar. And the Idea School gets the ball. I do not know what the call on that play was, but we have the Idea School inbounding and taking it down now. We have Benatar.
I want to take a glimpse into the futures of some of these bright JV basketball players. Let's talk about Nitty Hyman again for a moment. Josh, how do you think that Nitty's game will translate next year on the varsity level?
I actually think that's an interesting question. I'd like to see what Coach Rafi Halpert can do, because he has not the typical playing style that Rafi likes to play under, but I think the two could be a really great match. So if that pair gets going, I think Rafi could teach Nitty a lot of great things and elevate his game to the next level. So I believe that's something we'll see.
Also, I spoke about earlier how Akiva Shanzer had there were rumors that he was able to play varsity even as a freshman. So a question becomes now again next year if Akiva Shanzer is able to make the leap as a sophomore to play varsity basketball. Josh, do you think that's doable? Also, do you think that's in his best interest? Just take me through that whole process.
Yeah, so joining the varsity team as an underclassman is definitely something you have to consider. Someone with so much talent, but you also have to take into consideration how much playing time you're going to get on that team and how much fun it is and how your game's going to develop. So there are a lot of different factors, which as a freshman is very difficult to decide. As a sophomore, it makes it a little easier, especially because he's been with a bunch of guys who are going to be on the varsity team this year. So I actually think if I had to bet, I think Akiva Shanzer will play varsity next year as Amitan Imlich finishes the fast break layup. So I think the right call for Akiva next year would probably be to go to the varsity level.
I really love to see Amitai Naimanlicht have such a big involvement in this game so far. It's really a spark off the bench. I just want to take a look at his trajectory so far as a high school student and his basketball career. Amitai started his high school career as a member of the wrestling team, and that
he drops the game shot to the floor.
Wow. Amitai,
a beautiful cross.
Just as we're singing his praise right now, he makes it. He didn't make the team as a freshman, and then makes it as a sophomore, and really he's been able to grow in such an incredible fashion.
And here we have a replay here of that nice move, drives in, crossover behind the back. Gabe Sean tumbles the floor, but cannot get the J to go. Really nice move there by Amitai. We have Gabe Sean at the line for 2.
Filthy.
Right now, though, I have to give Amitai Naimanlicht the player comparison to Lou Williams. Looking like 6th man of the year so far with his ankle breaking moves and his
don't do him like that.
His smooth J and some nice finishes.
And we have Mini Dinkovic checking into the game, also known as Yona. We have Mini Ingber checking into the game, as well as LeBron James,
Nathaniel Jesselson,
a.k.a. Nathaniel Jesselson.
Nathaniel Jesselson actually has the nicest shoes in the Yeshiva League, repping those SpongeBob Coyotes on the daily.
And timeout, Idea School, 35-8 SAR with 4:37 remaining in the quarter. We actually have varsity standout Amichai Citron with us today. Ami, would you like to answer some quick questions? Join us for a quick interview in the timeout. Here, Amichai, over to you. Ami, give him the headphone. Give him the headset. Ami, it's great to Ami. Oh, and sorry for the delay here.
Sting
Ami,
Nation, what is up?
it's great to have you in the booth here today. What are you thinking about this game so far?
It just seems like our team's like man amongst boys, you know? Like we're looking like Shalhevet of 2019, you know? We're just man amongst boys, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really great insight. As we had Rabbi Kroll just join us a second ago.
I mean, yeah, idea, fresh new school, just throwing a bunch of guys together, you know.
Yeah, how do you think it is coming in as a new player in the league? For these kids in the Idea School, it's their first year. Some have been moving around a lot. So how do you think it is for them to transition into this league?
Oh yeah, it's a great league. I've been all across this league, all different like perspectives of this league. It's an amazing league, and like this is like just the start. This is JV basketball soon. Idea School is gonna get a varsity team, and I expect big things.
And how do you think these kids should look to the varsity level with Coach Ralphie Halpert? You think he'll elevate their game?
Oh, we're talking about the SAR team?
Yes.
Yeah, Ralphie's a great guy, great coach.
Thank you for your time.
very well.
It's
What?
great
Wait.
to have you.
1 second here. What made you decide to retire from this league?
Oh, retire from this league? You know what? I think I just had to put down the basketball, pick up the super slice. Yeah.
Super slice it is.
Sounds
Izzy
nice.
Ingber with a drive and gets fouled as SR will take it out under the hoop. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
your time,
Amitai.
Amitai.
It's Amichai.
He said Amitai first. All right, here we have SAR inbounding it under. Oh, Ingber's actually going to the line. Is that a? Oh, it's 2 shots there in the double bonus. Okay. And Izzy Ingber's first shot is money. Izzy Ingber, actually, I've seen a lot of their practices and some of their games. He's a knockdown shooter, someone who could really come the game, hit some shots. So I'd like to see how he progresses in the next year or two, and if he can play a bigger role for this team this year as he knocks down the second shot.
One of the things I've noticed with this team thus far in this lopsided game is the depth that SAR have. They have a deep team with the full bench, and really they have a bunch of stars on the bench who I truthfully think can be getting a lot of time at a different school with maybe not as much star players as SAR has.
100%. You know, you take a guy like Lior Rubibo, who's coming off the bench this year. He was a player who's actually getting minutes last year, and he's still coming off the bench now. The Dietz twins got some minutes last year. So SAR really has a lot of nice depth this year. As Joe Hyman likes to say, has been watching Shiva League basketball for a bunch of years now, 10 years about, and he's never seen a JV team with this much depth. As here we have Yonah Abraham with a nice drive, and it gets stolen. Here's number 2 for the Idea School. Botsky passes up to Shimmy. Shimmy bobbles it. Shimmy looking somewhere to go. Passes it to number 1. The shot, he knocks down the 3. There it is. Elon Whitehead with his first bucket of the day. Knocks down a 3 as Lior looks to push. Here's Lior. Lior has the lane. Lior passes it to Dietz. Here's Jack. Jack loses it. Gabe on the floor. Izzy gets it. Izzy in the corner. Should probably pass it out. Dribbling a little too much as Izzy controls things up top. So what do you guys like to see from this lineup going forward?
So I really like it, and going back to that depth you were talking about before.
Oh, there's
This
LeBron
depth
James with a nice pass to.
This depth is nowhere to be seen on the varsity team. Varsity team is mostly their starting guys and a few others, but some of the deeper bench players, they've been working on their game hard. They've been playing well, but not living up to the full potential.
And here's Gabe Sean, drives in hard and just, I guess, throws it as hard as he could off the backboard to get the rebound. And here's Brodsky, shot no good. Abram with the rebound to Natano Jessen, LeBron James, full court pass. Here's Lior with the short jumper, could not get it to fall. Lior a little feisty there, chasing his own board. I like to see it, but as out of bounds off Lior Rubibo, Idea School ball.
When you watch Lior Rubibo play, I'm sure everyone's thinking it. Adin Rothstein.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is a more exact player comparison than Lior Rubibo to Adin Rothstein.
It's actually scary. I've played with Adin for years now.
Do you still play with Adin?
I play with Adin on the occasion. He was a good member of the varsity team until he unfortunately had an early exit, decided to put down the ball for the super slice to foul me. So that that power duo is no longer with us on the team.
I think in his words, not mine, he wants to focus on his Torah study more than his basketball career, which is, I really think, a real growth for Adin as a person.
Yeah. The slogan of his friend group is actually Zman Torah. It's Torah time. These kids love Torah, and sometimes they have to give up other things to keep loving Torah and doing that.
Yeah, and one of his friends actually goes by the Rosh Yeshiva. He loves to learn Torah with a lot of these children, and they have a great time together, and they have some kiddush after.
Some kiddush. Gotta love some good kiddush. As the son of Heshi, can you please explain the presence of kiddush in the shul experience?
Oh, can't even explain it.
Oh, it just means so much.
Self-explanatory.
Too great.
Izzy Ingber dribbles, kicks outside to Lior, and they called a travel. I really do not think that was a travel. That's something you see.
As Coach Courtney always says, there's something called a travel, and there's something called a JV travel.
By the way, there's something in my family we like to go by. It's JFK, just for kiddush. This is how we live our lifestyle. The JFK lifestyle.
And knocks down a three as SAR is up 40-11 with 40 seconds left in this first half. Here we have Brodsky taking it up, looking for something to get going. Shimmy comes up with a pick and a moving screen. I think that's one of the first screens I've seen all day from the Idea School. Actually, the second moving screen they've had today. But I think that's definitely something they have to look towards today because they're not getting a lot of penetration inside. That's definitely something they should look towards if they want to get going.
Right now,
SAR
you gotta look to exploit this matchup between LeBron James and Capo. There you go.
Big boy. This kid could do it all. He could pass. He could finish. He could use his muscle to grab the boards. A nice layup there as we have Benatar taking it up. And here we have Benatar looking for something. Sends it into Ben Sadi, who hits a nice floater. Gets him up to 13 points at the half. And here we are with 7 seconds to go.
That was the nicest offensive play right there that I've seen all day from the Idea School. They were able to get the ball into the middle.
We go with a nice cut.
And no good. We go to half.
And we'll be back after this nice break.
We actually
Sam is misinformed, and you'll be having a nice interview.
My bad, guys. My bad.
And Mr. Corney seems to be heading to the locker room. And we will be going to break. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you in the second half.
מודה אני לכל עליון על חסד שעושה איתי מודה אני לו בכל יום שהחזיר בי נשמתי מודה אני על מה שיש והוא נותן כל כך הרבה איך אוכל לו לבקש שייתן יותר מזה שייתן יותר מזה בני אתה בני אתה שעל ממני ויתנה אני היום ילדתיך בני אתה בני אתה שעל ממני ויתנה אני היום ילדתיך בני אתה היום, אני היום ילדתיך, בני בני אתה, בני אתה, בני אתה, שער לימדי בידנה. אני היום, אני היום, אני היום ילדתיך, בני בני אתה, בני אתה, בני אתה, שער לימדי בידנה. בני אתה, בני אתה, מודה אני לכל עליון.
And we're back live in the Hive. This half highlighted with a guest announcer to start off the half with Ellie Jesselson, captain of the SAR varsity basketball team. Also, one of the epitome of a student athlete. He is honor roll and honors a .4 track for all of his classes and really takes his academics very, very seriously. Ellie, can you please say hello and just a few words on your thoughts of this game?
What's up, everybody? Thank you, Morris, for that introduction. School is a great time here, but it's also very serious work, so gotta make time for what's important. Come support my bro, watch his game.
And here we have tipped off of Noam Siegel.
It looks like Nitty Heim and Kiva Shanzer are starting this half on the bench. Nitty Heim, an experienced vet, kind of like some experienced teachers like Miss Brandress, Mr. Gunman maybe. See
Yeah.
some flashes.
Something that we want to explore this half in this lopsided victory, in this lopsided looking to be victory, is player-teacher comparisons with some skills on the court or their attitude, and just compare it to a teacher at SAR, since we have some great student-teacher relationships here.
Yeah, I think I see a lot of Rabbi Jeffrey Nay and Yonah Abrams. The obvious thing is the red hair, and then also just the goofiness in their style. Rabbi Nye, beloved by all.
I really do see some Danny Dinkovich in here also from the junior grade.
Yeah,
With the
really,
fro,
really
rocking the
rocks
fro.
that fro.
Yeah, Jinx.
Nothing like it, honestly. A good fro, really highlighted the night so
Ooh.
far. It's thrown out of
That's a
bounds.
rough turnover. We gotta take care of the ball, even up big.
And here Bensadi inbounding to Benatar, looking to get going before the SAR defense is left, but it was tipped by Wolf as the Idea School will retain possession under the hoop.
Just to go back to the student-teacher comparisons, when you look at Max Wolf, I feel like it is impossible to not see Mr. Steer, the faculty
I like that
advisor of the
call.
chess team, a really studious fellow, really one of a kind, just like Max Wolf.
Yeah,
Wow, I
really
like that call.
both show off those shiny foreheads. And here you have Jack Dietz. David Dietz. David Dietz looking to push, pulls it out. We
It happens
talked
to the best of us.
We talked to Mr. Corney at halftime and asked him in a blowout game like this.
Oh, and one. That's and
What do you tell your team in the locker room? And I thought he had a really nice idea. He said that in the second half they will not be coming out and running like they did in the first half and pressing as much. They'll be more focusing on their half-court
More
offense
travel.
and trying to score there, getting in some good practice against maybe some stronger
games like these
competition.
are possibly could you can make the argument that these are the most valuable, as you're able to really work on some of these skills in a game and still in a game environment for kids who, even for everyone, it's a really great way where you can showcase and practice your half-court offense.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really nice insight there because nobody in the world agrees with that. And here we have Noam Siegel.
The
Noam
league's
Siegel
also
pulls
much
it
weaker
out.
this year than in past years. SAR, there's really like 3 good teams in our conference. SAR, Frisch, TABC really competing. The rest of the teams in the conference are basically blowouts like this.
Yeah. Honestly, the only way there's no way to kind of get those games, replicate those games unless you actually play them. So I think they just have to go all out in those games. And here we have the Idea School coming out in a bit of a zone trap as we have
Olé.
David Dietz. Nice move, cannot get it go. Here's
Oh,
Whitehead
that was
looking for a
something.
guard. Pass it up. Here we have Gabe Sean, dangerous, and he gets blocked. as SAR will bring the ball back up. I'd like to give a shout out actually to Moshe Schwartz, SAR's assistant coach. He's done a really excellent job this year, which we haven't seen as much previously.
I'm going to sign out, handing it back over to Froman. It's been real.
Sam Froman, welcome back to the booth. Where were you in that nice intermission?
I was lending a mic to an old friend, AJ, Average Jess, as his younger brother, BJ, Big Jess.
Can you please elaborate on the nickname that you just said for Nathaniel Jesselson?
Big Jess because he's the biggest Jesselson, and then Average Jess because Ellie is the second biggest, and then the third biggest, little, what's his name? The
Mayor. Do you call him
Little Mayor.
Do you call him LJ?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I really like that nickname. Has a nice ring to it.
One thing,
Oh, that deeds to deeds telepathy for the light. Wow, that was really nice.
That was great announcing, honestly.
Thank you.
One thing I'm surprised we haven't spoke about earlier is I'm really impressed with the fan outing from SAR. It looks to be as one of the most attended games so far of the year, with some big showings from the sophomore grade, along with your usual Dietz parents, Wolf parents. Hi.
Of course, Hyman parents.
Yeah, I actually would like to give a shout out there to the sophomore grade. They had a nice showing at the last game as well. And really something you don't see a lot at SAR, where they take academics so seriously, as the Idea School comes out with a nice layup off the
And
press.
actually a celebrity fan here tonight, Dave Shine, up in the stands. Wife makes really nice deli roll.
Yeah, Mary Shine, great tally roll. Dave Shine, a realtor. If you're ever looking to sell your house, I'd definitely hit him up. And we have an injury timeout. There's Gabe Shine
Oh,
checking out of the game.
son of Dave, by the way.
Son of Dave, son of Mary, brother of Gabe.
And brother of
Dean, brother of Dean.
and brother of Harry. And brother of
Can't
Sarah.
forget Sarah either.
Sarah's the forgotten one.
And here we have Benatar bringing it up, looking in the corner. Bensadi pumps and drives, and he is
Blocked
blocked.
by Taco Falls.
And here we have Benatar again looking to push, and a foul is called on David Dietz. Wow. That's an interesting foul call. I would actually like to draw a comparison between David Dietz and Rabbi Block, because Rabbi Block is really a fan of the... Wow. David Dietz is kind of got a block personality, and he kind of shows off that block structure just in his build.
I actually like the comparison between Noam Siegel and Rabbi Block.
Really? What do you see there?
I see Noam Siegel. When you look at Noam Siegel, you see a little bit of a block in him. A little bit of a nice big figure, nice little muscular. She puts him in a nice block form.
David Dietz's facial structure is very blocky. And here
Not
we
as
have
much
Benatar.
Jack, though. Not as much Jack.
Not as much. He's more of a sharper kind of guy.
Yeah, more of like a Dr. Fink.
Yeah, I see a little Dr. Fan. And Idea School hits another three. They're actually cutting this lead down one basket at a time. SAR leading 52-18 with 2:20 to go. Here's Abrams for three and cannot get it to fall. And we have a foul on SAR. That
Jack
was on-
Dietz said it.
I think he called it on Noam Siegel.
Possibly.
And SAR comes in with 5 new players. Kiva Shanzer, Nate Hyman, Posner, Storfer, and Amitai.
Kind of a big five, if you'd ask me, because they really got some nice guards in there with Akiva Shanzer and Tano Hyman. And, I mean, the dominant small forward in Amitai Nyman. He's just been showing out all season after not making the team last year. And the underrated guys, Jordy Storfer and Boaz Posner, who don't get enough credit for the great things they've done, as Boaz just got a nice block.
And here we see SDR slowing it down, going to go up in their half-court offense. And here we have Shanzer out to Storfer. Storfer throws it into Posner and cuts down. Posner back out to Storfer. Storfer brings it back up. Storfer gets it stripped. Here's Nitty. Nitty up top, looking inside. Gets a pick from Storfer. Nitty looking to drive, kicks out for Shanzer. Shanzer open three, yes. Akiva Shanzer gets the ball to go. And I really think that one was the dagger as SAR comes out with
Yeah.
a 37.
If SAR doesn't hit that shot, it's really anyone's game at this point. A real nail-biter thus far, but that shot really put it over the top.
And here we have Benatar into corner to Ben Sadi. And they keep doing that play where they kind of get into the corner to Ben Sadi, and they really can't get anything going off that. SAR seems to be
And you
trapping.
see
and
Lou
it's caused a
Williams
lot
up
of
top
turnovers.
with the ball.
Yeah, dominant guy. Just
Shandor,
getting in there, stealing all the ball.
that's
And
too
you know
easy.
what? That was the real dagger. If the game wasn't over thus far, it is now.
SAR up 40 points.
With 37.4 seconds left in the.
Benatar drives
Third
in, trying
quarter.
to come back. Nice lay, but he can't get it to go. Shimmy Weinberger with the travel.
I have known Shimmy for like 5 months now, and I did not know his last name was Weinberger.
I've known him for about 3 years now, and I just found out when I saw the back of his jersey also.
Honestly, one of the most underrated things in the league.
He just
Not
goes
like
by
his
Shimmy.
basketball game. He's a very known player. And here, Nitty corrals his own rebound after the missed three into Storfer. Storfer out to Amitai. Amitai slows it down up top with 12 seconds remaining. Amitai looks inside to Storfer. Ball gets tipped by Brodsky. Here's Storfer in the post. Storfer, nice layup. SAR 60 to 18 with 3
3,
seconds to
2,
go. Here's Brodsky
1.
pushing it up. Half court
Right off the backboard.
That half court heave was as good of a look as the Idea Schools had all night. And we're going to go for a quick break right now. As we see the tuning back in here at the Hive for the fourth quarter as SAR has a nice lead, 6D, to 18. SAR 3-1 this year, had a tough loss to TABC. As we've alluded to a couple times tonight, they are definitely contenders in this league. The Idea School looking to get things going, really just starting their program. And honestly, it hasn't been a terrible first year for them. They already have a couple wins thus far. As here we have Brodsky bringing up the ball. We have some new faces in the game right now. We have number 3 for the Idea School in the corner here. And once again, they get trapped in the corner and a foul is called. That is number 3, Shai Schwartz.
Something that we haven't discussed, I'm a little surprised that we haven't discussed thus far, is whether or not Akiva Shanzer and Nitty Hyman are discussed in Mr. Lennox's all-time class dynamic duos of the East. Josh, as a member of that class, can you give forth any insight on whether or not Akiva Shanzer and Nitty Hyman are discussed as a dynamic duo of the East?
Yeah, so Mr. Lennox actually really enjoys talking about that duo, almost as much as the Judah Shanzer-Josh Morris duo. And the fact that I know this really says a lot because I have 0 class with Mr. Lennox. I see him once in a while in the morning at Dunkin' Donuts. I like to go there, see him get a nice iced tea, throw in a couple of sugars for him sometimes as a Akiva Shanzer with a nice Theo.
Just
so-
one more note back to the student player teacher comparisons. I know Sam Froman isn't really playing, but he's announcing. So I'd like to give Sam Froman a nice comparison to
I gotta
Mr.
give him-
Lennox.
Before this comparison, I'd just like to say it's 1-1 in the SAR Sting floor hockey varsity game
Is it
with
actually?
8 minutes left in the second period.
It's 1-1.
Who are they playing, Sam?
J-Lou?
They're playing Flatbush. You have your hockey stuff in school, I might have to gear up.
You serious?
Josh Hyman is
So
a
serious.
real
upstairs.
rare talent.
I'm kidding.
And
Tomorrow night you
is-
can play.
I will be.
Is a real rare talent and is playing on the varsity, captain of the varsity basketball team, and
Oh, wow.
playing
wow.
on the varsity hockey team.
Posner just got really
Rare
high.
talent.
Very, very high up on that one. And here, tip pass, Nyman Schanzer gets it, slows it down. Was that a backcourt? They missed that one. There's no call on the play. Here's SAR looking to call something. Shout out to the ref because they asked for it. Probably don't deserve it. No, I'm kidding. They've done a very fine job today. As Mitty looks to drive, kicks out to Schanzer. Schanzer again, that same spot. He's just money from there. That's his third three from the exact same spot. Not even moving. And here we have Brodsky.
Idea School really sticking in there. Like, they were big underdogs coming into the game.
Yeah.
Not down that much. Still winnable, but it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, with the 60-point spread, I'd actually take SAR with the money line tonight. But maybe they will beat this spread as we have 5 new subs coming in. That is LeBron James, Izzy Ingber, Robbie Sprigal, Lior
Adine Rothstein.
Ribivo, and David Blockface Dietz. And here we have Benatar, quick 3 from the corner. No, Sean checked back into the game. Here's Benatar again, pumps, drives. Actually a really nice move there, and he's foul call. He will go to the line for 2. Hi, Nitty. Nitty Hyman walks past the booth. Hi, Posner.
Nitty and Posner actually playing very well so far tonight. Nitty with some points, Posner with some points.
Yeah, I really like that comparison, Sam. Really beautiful insight. And using that, I think you could actually compare Natano Jesselyn to Akiva Schanzer. Both have some points. Really nice logic there. And here we have David Dietz taking it up. David Dietz calling out a nice play. Sets it up for Sprigal. A nice pick from LeBron James. Sprigal driving hard. Out to Izzy. Izzy looks inside to Big LeBron. Here's LeBron. LeBron out to Izzy Ingber. Izzy Ingber for 3. Short as David Block Dietz gets the rebound. Puts it up in a nice lefty floater from David Block Dietz.
Amitai Dube, a.k.a. Nyman Licht, walking by the table at this moment.
SAR's players actually seem to be congregating by the table as we have Brodsky with a 3, cannot fall. Shine rebound. Shine drives in out to Bensadi to Benatar. Here's Benatar, gets the pick and chucks up a long 3 and gets it to fall. Nice shot there by Albert Benatar as they cut the lead to 47.
Sam, at this point in the game, can you please explain your real passion at Madden Mobile? Explain what it means to you. Explain what it means to juniors on the team.
So, as the
Sophomores on the team, excuse me.
as the second best overall in the school after Nunu, delivering freshman, 88 overall. I happen to be an 87 myself, and we both got some 90s. But his team overall, he's got the better secondary, and I strive every day to get better.
Explain what it means to what it means to you and the sophomore grade as a whole. As there's a whole cult playing Madden Mobile. Right
Yeah,
now.
so I created this league. The name does not need to be said, and I filled it up 32 out of 32, mostly some SAR guys. One Idea School kid actually on the basketball team, great star, Gabe Shine. He's in our league. I believe he's an 83 overall, maybe an 84.
Yeah, really thank you for that, Sam.
That was
Added-
beautiful.
Added a lot to the game experience. And here we have Benatar taking it up. We have Benatar with Sean, Bensadi, Shimmy, and Brodsky, a lineup we've seen a lot of tonight. Here's Sean, gets it inside, nice move. He gets hit, no call, as Robbie Sprigal retains the rebounds. And
Gabe Shine on that play getting hit. He was going up. I think he was gonna dunk there. It was a close call.
Goodbye, I'm Michai Citron. It was nice to have you with us.
We wish you a good night. Signing off is Amichai Citron. But we're still here. Nice power move by Nathan Justin. Oh, and it's called for a travel.
And here we have Benatar, a couple crossovers. Benatar with Sprigal on and playing good defense. Brodsky. Here's Brodsky, takes a pick from Shimmy. Shimmy. Here's out to Sean Brodsky.
This is
Sean back to Brodsky. Inside to Benatar. Benatar, nice shot, does not get to go. As
That
LeBron James corrals the rebound for his first triple-double.
Benatar actually known for his 8th grade play in the Mariah School, playing very well throughout the season, but really known for
Rabibo for
turnovers.
three! Leo
those
Rabibo! Wow.
This is truly a pivotal possession for the Idea School as they're trying to hold on to any hope that they have left to stay in this game.
And here we have Benatar, nice behind the back move to Sean in the short corner. Sean drives in. Righty does not fall as LeBron James gets his second triple-double of the night. And here we have
Actually, 2
Rabibo.
triple-doubles in the same night.
He's done it. Into David Dietz. Dietz does not get the fall shimmy with the rebound, looks to push.
I don't know if you're able to hear the screams of the Idea School, but that was their best defensive performance right there, with the screaming in the offenders' ears instead of actually playing defense.
LeBron with another board, just racking him up, and Lior makes the guy move.
And subs in as we have Kapolovitz, and I don't know if his name's Shea or Shy, so I'm just going to go with Schwartz checking back into the game. As Benatar and Brodsky take a seat. Here we have David Dietz out to Rabibo. Back to David. David takes a pick from LeBron James. Inside.
And cannot get it back to him.
Here's Sean driving in hard. Nice pass to Kapolovitz, who cannot catch it. And the ball goes out of bounds, and they call it off of SAR Sting. It will be the Idea School's ball.
Harry Shine, Gabe's little brother, actually a great ball player. Hopefully he will be attending the Idea School in a few years, and we all can't wait to watch him play.
I'd like to give a good shout out to Sam Gelman, who is the pivotal member of the Torah Time squad. His fellows group always brings the Ruach and the Beit Midrash, learns a lot of great Torah, good snacks, a lot of brachot, overall fantastic vibes. Great guy. Here we have Rabibo taking it up and pass it out to Dietz. Here's Dietz, David Dietz looking to drive. Nice pass to LeBron. LeBron takes 17 steps, does not get called for the travel, and misses the layup. And we have Schwartz passing it to Spurgell.
Robbie.
Probably did not realize his jersey was white, because that was just right to him. Here we have Spurgell, SAR, with 35 seconds to go. Currently up 50. They did not beat the 60-point spread. I told you the money line was what's
With
up.
30 seconds left in quarter 4 of the 5-quarter game, SAR is really looking to just maintain this lead.
I think this is I think the Idea School is really showing out tonight, playing well. They're keeping up with a great and dominant SAR team. The Sting, they've been great for years, but this year especially, hopefully a championship contender.
And SAR closes out the win.
Good night.
74-24.
Signing off, Sam Froman.
Sam Froman's leaving us, but we will have an interview in just moments with Natano Jesselson.
That I would like to stand for, so Sam is actually staying.
Sam, we need to have that.
Sam has to leave.
Here we have star of the SAR JV team, Natano Jesselson, who's going to shake hands, but will be back with us momentarily.
That is one of the great qualities of this SAR JV team. The fact that they are waiting to are shaking hands before doing anything else, even as the priority that the broadcasting club has for these interviews.
Yeah, really showing some great principles and morals, even though, as we learned in our Fable of the Bees, morals are just a virtue of society. Nah, Mr. Corney, we have the star of the team. Thank you so much, though. Natano Jesselson, we'd like to congratulate you, first of all, on this 50-point win. It could not have been done without you. You put in a lot of great effort in tonight's game. How have you been working on your stamina? You really did a great job in all aspects of your game tonight. Grabbed hard rebounds, played great defense, took it inside, a lot of great passing. So how have you been improving your stamina throughout the season to get to your performance tonight?
I like to work out like some would say LeBron, give myself those type of workouts so I can keep my stamina going during the games.
Yeah, really a great job. And also, ever since Elliot Jesselson broke up with his best friend, Nick, I guess that's going in the family. You have it going for you. So
Natano
really
Jesselson, one final quick question. in a blowout game like this, what is one thing that you think that like is a great opportunity for you to work on? Elaborate on the benefits that there are in playing in a game like this, even when the score is very lopsided.
You just gotta work hard, hit your shots, and work on your game for next time.
Really terrific job tonight, MVP. Hopefully we'll see you on your Steve League Pass, scoring 37 points tonight and recording 3 triple doubles. Thank you so much. Great effort
Appreciate
tonight.
that,
It was good
boys.
having you in the
It
booth.
was nice talking to you guys.
All right, we are signing off here. Thank you so much for joining us for today's game. Final score, SAR 74, Idea School 24. Have a good